So, if you haven't been living under a rock, then you're aware of all of the issues that people have been taking with reaction videos. So much so that it's become kind of the cool thing to hate on reactions. Uh, yeah, but in their defense, there are a lot of people out there that are abusing the system, that are uploading like 5 to 8 videos a day, providing little to no commentary, and it just, yeah, I can see why people would be upset with someone reacting to their stuff if they don't add anything to it. Um, and like when Grade A Under A's video and the first I Ate Everything video came out, I kind of thought I was the exception, but I've been more critical of myself after I Ate Everything's comeback, because he made a comment that when I saw the reactors that reacted to his stuff, they often referred that they add some form of transformative work to it, and he basically brushed it off as them being saying that they were a special snowflake in that case. And I'm starting to wonder if that was my mindset, and it might have been. It might have been. I don't regret reacting to videos. I've had a lot of fun doing it. I've met a lot of awesome people. It's definitely had more positive outcomes than negative ones. But it's new media, and it definitely doesn't hurt to make changes. So I think going forward, I may be doing that quite a bit more. I thought, maybe it's enough to mention them on screen, to give them time to add, something in between with a little editing, sketch, and post-production or something like that. But there's a lot of moments in my reactions where I sit there and I don't really say anything for like a good 30 seconds. Maybe it's because there's a lot of dialogue, or maybe it's just because the video hasn't had much of an effect on me. But or even like maybe I say commentary that isn't very insightful or doesn't matter that much. And I think there is a lot of footage in my reactions that I could cut out. And I know people like the authentic feel of reactions. Like, that's what they go for. They want to see my legitimate reaction. They don't go to my videos for the same reason they'd go to like H3H3 Productions. And I get that, but some do it with a sense of humor and they give it the more like nostalgia critic feel. But other people want to see their genuine commentary, their initial first impressions. And I'm trying to find that happy medium. It's something that I've been thinking about over, well, really the past week, I think. I wanted to hold my thoughts until the podcast, but I guess I'm gonna let it out now, just because I've been thinking about it so much, and really, I'm trying to get through finals week. I've got more important stuff to deal with than this. I suppose it helps that not all of that my channel doesn't entirely depend on reaction videos. If I quit, I would have other material to fall back on. And to be honest, hate to say it, but I was considering ending it altogether. I'll give a more detailed update in that, but I'm not sure I would continue reacting into 2017. 2016. It all depends really on how much free time I have and where I go in life, because I'll be finishing college and stuff like that. so I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, that's for another video. But I do think a lot of people have been abusing the system, and I've been listening to a lot of people's opinions on it, and it's kind of broken out a little bit more. And yeah, it's definitely something to consider. I'm taking everyone's opinions into consideration that aren't just being like hateful. You know, like if someone says reaction videos are cancer, that's not an insightful opinion. But that said, like a lot of the criticisms by I Everything, Grade A, Under A, and Jack's Films recently were very insightful. And you know, I also listened to Ratchet's video today. Thought a bit about that. And yeah, there might be a whole entire different format. Maybe I'll spend more time working on an individual reaction instead of, you know, trying to get as many requests done as possible, because I think that's been my least favorite part of reacting, is just like having a backlog of stuff. Oh, you gotta react to every single thing on Earth, every single thing that gets requested, and it's like, you know, I don't want to. So yeah, that might be better for me. That said, I'm not sure how different the format's going to change, and if I make cuts, maybe people don't like the idea of me censoring myself. I'm sure there are quite a few videos that might warrant the full reaction. Like for a very emotional video, it might be a little more difficult for someone to cut out stuff, because emotional videos tend to have like that build up or something like that. Just a build up, a tension, and yeah, I think it varies from video to video, but the majority of this stuff I think can be cut and trimmed up and edited nicer. So yeah, I'm holding myself accountable. I know a lot of my friends are holding themselves accountable for their work, and I want to make my stuff better. So yeah, there's a lot of negativity right now, and a lot of pessimism, and a lot of anger, and at the end of the day, I just want to make it better. I want to make everything that I do better. Challenging myself is the most important part of being a content creator. And I mean it. I am a content creator just like anybody else, whether I make reactions or not. I'll always be working on other stuff too. So yeah, there's a lot of channels out there that have made the same errors that I'm holding myself accountable for. And I guess the main reason why I kept it this way for so long is because no one seemed to have a problem with it. Everybody else did it that way, and I wasn't sure how else to take care of it, how else to handle it. But that's changed. And with that, my videos will change. Where they'll change, what they'll look like, I don't know. That's to be decided. I'm still thinking about it. I've got ideas, but it's going to take some time before other stuff gets taken care of. Now, that said, I might still pump out a top 10 video. The top 10s are also like something that I might not cut just because of the amount of complexity that I've already put into it. And I mean, it's something that could be cut. I don't know. But it's something that I've started, and I might want to finish it that way. Whereas other stuff that I haven't done might warrant that. And I mean, anything could warrant it, really. So it's a complicated decision. Reaction videos have only been around for a couple of years, really. I mean, the earliest ones were like the Two Girls One Cup reactions and stuff like that, and then the Fine Brothers came in like what 2011. So like most reactors haven't been doing this for like 5 years and stuff like that. So it's very different. But perhaps that was the first stage, and we needed this to happen. We needed it to become controversial, so that way we can change it, add more to it, and make it more of make it more of its own work instead of just someone watching someone else's work. It's a complicated decision, and there's a lot of thought that goes into even the smallest of changes. But it's something that needs to be done. And if we don't hold ourselves accountable, who will? Alright, thank you for listening, and I really should get back to working on my homework for finals week. Take care, and peace out.